Let me tell you something. The cold, hard truth is that nobody really cares about you. Now, that's not meant to break your spirit. It's meant to set you free. You've got to understand that the world isn't sitting around worrying about your dreams, your pain, or your excuses. Everyone is busy trying to handle their own storms. And that's okay because it means you're in control of your life. It's all on you. You've got to stop waiting for someone to rescue you or validate you. Nobody is coming to save you. The cavalry isn't on its way. But the beauty of this truth is that you are all you need. You've got everything it takes inside of you to fight your battles, climb that mountain, and turn your vision into reality. The question is, are you willing to take responsibility for your life? Or are you going to stand around waiting for someone to feel sorry for you? You see, life doesn't give handouts. Life is a battlefield, and you've got to show up ready to fight every single day. And yeah, there will be moments when you're tired, moments when you feel alone, moments when you wonder if it's all worth it. But those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments when you have to dig deep, look in the mirror, and remind yourself, I've got this. When you stop expecting people to care, you start unlocking your true potential. That's when you stop relying on other people's opinions to define your worth. You start setting your own standards. You begin to understand that every step forward, every victory, every lesson learned, it's all for you. Nobody can take that away from you. Now, don't get me wrong, there will be people who cheer for you, people who support you, and people who want to see you succeed, but even those people can't carry you. They can't want it more than you do. And they shouldn't have to, because this is your journey. Your pain is your fuel. Your struggles are your stepping stones. So stop waiting for the applause. Stop hoping for someone to hand you a map. Be the map. Be the fuel. Be the fire. Because here's the secret: when you prove to yourself what you're capable of, when you silence the doubts, when you turn that indifference into motivation, that's when you become unstoppable. The world may not care about you, but you should care about you. Care enough to dream big. Care enough to hustle harder than anyone else. Care enough to show up when no one is watching and give it your all when no one is clapping. Because at the end of the day, when you stand at the top of that mountain, when you look back at the blood, sweat, and tears, you'll know it wasn't because someone else carried you. It was because you chose to rise. The idea of self-reliance is rooted in understanding that the most reliable and consistent source of support in your life is yourself. When you recognize that others have their own challenges and priorities, you begin to see why depending on external help or validation can be a fragile foundation. This doesn't mean that people are uncaring or unwilling to help. Rather, it means that nobody will ever be as invested in your life, dreams, or goals as you are. The sooner you accept this reality, the sooner you can step into your own power and take full responsibility for where you are and where you're going. When you rely on yourself, you build a foundation of independence that is not easily shaken by external circumstances. It's about owning your choices, understanding your weaknesses, and leveraging your strengths. Life will throw obstacles in your path, and while support systems are valuable, they cannot carry you through the storm. You are the one who has to put in the work, find solutions, and push through moments of doubt. Self-reliance teaches you resilience, a skill that can only be developed when you face challenges head-on and learn to trust in your ability to overcome them. One of the most empowering aspects of self-reliance is that it shifts your mindset from being reactive to being proactive. Instead of waiting for opportunities, you start creating them. Instead of hoping for circumstances to change, you take action to change them yourself. This proactive approach requires discipline and determination, but it also gives you control over your own narrative. You stop being a passenger in your life and take the driver's seat, steering toward your goals with purpose and intention. A key part of self-reliance is accountability. When you take full responsibility for your actions and outcomes, you eliminate the tendency to blame others or external factors for your failures. This doesn't mean you won't face unfair situations or unexpected setbacks. It means you accept those as part of life and focus on what you can do to adapt and grow. Accountability forces you to confront uncomfortable truths about yourself, but it also gives you the power to make meaningful changes. Building self-reliance hasn't happened overnight. It's a process of learning to trust yourself even when you feel uncertain. It's about making mistakes, learning from them, and continuing to move forward. Each step you take on your own builds confidence, abilities. That confidence becomes a self-sustaining cycle. The more you trust yourself, the more capable you become, and the more capable you feel, the more willing you are to tackle new challenges. And self-reliance doesn't mean isolating yourself or refusing help when it's offered. It means knowing that help is a bonus, not a necessity. It's about being resourceful and knowing that no matter what happens, you have the strength, intelligence, and willpower to figure it out. It's about believing in your ability to shape your destiny and understanding that the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. Understanding that nobody will prioritize your goals and dreams as much as you do is a crucial reality check that can transform how you approach your life. While people may care about you and even cheer for you, their investment in your aspirations will never match your own. This isn't because others are selfish or indifferent. It's because everyone is dealing with their own lives, struggles, and ambitions. Recognizing this truth empowers you to take ownership of your path and eliminates the expectation that someone else will carry your vision for you. When you realize that no one else will push as hard for your success as you will, it becomes clear that your energy and effort must drive your progress. Even the people who love you, family, friends, mentors, can only do so much. They may offer advice, encouragement, or resources, but they cannot put in the work for you. That responsibility is yours alone. Expecting others to care more than you do is not only unrealistic, but also a setup for disappointment. True growth begins when you accept that you are the only person who can fully understand and execute your vision. This reality check is liberating because it strips away the illusion of dependency. It forces you to evaluate how much effort you are genuinely putting into your dreams. Are you waiting for external validation to push forward? Are you hesitating because you think someone else will guide you or show you the way? Understanding that nobody will prioritize your goals like you do helps you realize that waiting is a waste of precious time. You have to be your own advocate, your own motivator, and your own problem solver. This understanding also shifts how you perceive challenges and setbacks. When you know it's on you to make things happen, you start to approach obstacles with a solution-oriented mindset. Instead of asking, "Why isn't anyone helping me?" you begin to ask, "What can I do to fix this?" This shift in perspective is empowering. It puts you in control and reminds you that your progress is not dependent on others. It's about how resourceful and determined you are to keep moving forward, even when it feels like no one is watching or applauding. Recognizing that nobody will prioritize your goals like you do also allows you to create boundaries and focus on what truly matters. When you rely too heavily on others, it's easy to become distracted or swayed by their opinions. But when you understand that the weight of your dreams rests on your shoulders, you start to guard your time and energy more fiercely. You become laser focused on your priorities because you know that nobody else will fight for them as you will. This mindset doesn't mean you should isolate yourself or ignore the support of others. It means understanding the difference between support and responsibility. Others can support you, but they cannot take responsibility for your dreams. That responsibility belongs to you alone. Embracing this truth not only drives you to work harder, but also deepens your sense of purpose and commitment to achieving your goals. Owning your journey means accepting that your success and happiness are entirely dependent on your effort, discipline, and mindset. It's about stepping into the reality that you are the architect of your life and that no one else can dictate the course of your path unless you allow them to. While external circumstances and influences may impact your experiences, the way you respond, adapt, and grow is entirely up to you. This principle is empowering because it reminds you that you have control over your destiny, even in the face of challenges. The first step in owning your journey is taking responsibility for where you are right now. It's easy to blame circumstances, people, or even luck for your current situation. But the truth is, every choice you've made has led you to this point. When you embrace this truth, you take back your power. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of life and start recognizing yourself as the creator of your outcomes. This shift in perspective is the foundation of personal growth. It's not about dwelling on past mistakes or missed opportunities. It's about learning from them and using those lessons to build a better future. Owning your journey also means embracing the work it takes to achieve your goals. Success doesn't come from wishful thinking or waiting for the perfect moment. It comes from consistent effort, discipline, and a refusal to quit, even when the road gets tough. There will be days when you don't feel like putting in the effort, but those are the days that matter most. True commitment is not about how motivated you feel. It's about showing up regardless of how you feel. When you take ownership of your journey, you understand that every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Your mindset is another critical component of owning your journey. The way you think about yourself and your abilities shapes your actions and ultimately your results. A mindset rooted in self-belief and resilience can carry you through the toughest of times. It's not about pretending everything is perfect or ignoring challenges. It's about facing those challenges with the belief that you have what it takes to overcome them. Owning your journey means being your biggest supporter, silencing self-doubt, and refusing to let fear dictate your decisions. As you take responsibility for your life, you begin to realize that happiness is also a choice. It's not something that magically appears once you've reached a certain milestone or achieved a specific goal. Happiness comes from appreciating the journey itself, from finding joy in the process of growth and discovery. When you own your journey, you stop waiting for external validation or circumstances to make you happy. You start creating your own happiness through gratitude, purpose, and the satisfaction of knowing you are giving your all to live a life that aligns with your values and dreams. Owning your journey is not always easy, but it's the most fulfilling way to live. It's about knowing that your life is yours to shape and that every decision, effort, and mindset shift you make brings you closer to becoming the person you are meant to be. Overcoming victimhood is one of the most powerful steps you can take to reclaim your life and focus on what truly matters. It begins with the recognition that while life may have dealt you hardships, staying in a victim mindset only keeps you stuck. Everyone faces challenges, setbacks, and injustices at some point. But what separates those who thrive from those who remain stagnant is how they respond. Choosing to rise above victimhood doesn't mean ignoring the pain or denying the unfairness of certain situations. Instead, it means acknowledging them and deciding not to let them define you. A victim mindset often thrives on blame. It's easy to point fingers at circumstances, people, or systems when things don't go your way. While some of these factors may indeed have contributed to your struggles, dwelling on them only robs you of your power. The more energy you spend blaming others, the less energy you have to take control of your own actions and decisions. Overcoming victimhood requires a shift in focus from what has been done to you to what you can do for yourself. It's about asking, what can I do to change this situation rather than why is this happening to me? Taking ownership of your life is a fundamental part of leaving victimhood behind. This means accepting that while you may not be responsible for everything that happens to you, you are responsible for how you respond. You can't control the actions of others or the randomness of life, but you can control your attitude, choices, and efforts. When you take responsibility for your own happiness and success, you stop waiting for external factors to change and start creating change from within. Overcoming victimhood also involves letting go of self-pity. It's natural to feel sorry for yourself when life feels overwhelming, but staying in that state only prolongs your pain. Self-pity can become a comfort zone, a place where you feel justified in not taking action because the world hasn't been fair to you. But the truth is, self-pity doesn't solve problems or move you forward. It only keeps you rooted in the past. When you let go of self-pity, you free yourself to focus on growth and solutions. Resilience is a key element in overcoming victimhood. Life will never be without challenges, but resilience gives you the strength to face them head-on. Resilience isn't about being unaffected by hardships. It's about bouncing back and refusing to let difficulties break your spirit. Developing resilience means practicing gratitude for the good in your life, seeking lessons in your struggles, and maintaining hope for the future. It's about believing in your ability to adapt and thrive no matter what comes your way. Ultimately, overcoming victimhood is about reclaiming your power. It's a decision to stop living in the shadow of what has happened to you and start creating a life that reflects your potential. It's not an easy path, but it's one that leads to true freedom, self-empowerment, and a deeper sense of purpose. You don't have to be a victim of your circumstances. You have the strength to rise above them and chart your own course. Resilience is one of the most critical tools for navigating life when no one else steps in to help. It's the internal strength that allows you to rise after falling, to keep going when the odds are stacked against you, and to face adversity with determination. Life is unpredictable, and it will inevitably throw challenges your way. There will be moments when you feel alone, unsupported, and unsure of how to move forward. It's in those moments that resilience becomes your greatest ally, helping you endure hardship and emerge stronger on the other side. The core of resilience lies in your ability to adapt to change and bounce back from setbacks. This doesn't mean pretending that difficulties don't hurt or that challenges aren't real. It means acknowledging the struggle while refusing to be defeated by it. Resilience allows you to maintain focus and keep moving forward even when the path ahead feels uncertain. It's about finding strength in the face of difficulty and using it to fuel your progress. Instead of dwelling on the problem, resilience helps you shift your mindset to seek solutions and new possibilities. One of the most empowering aspects of resilience is that it can be developed. While some people may seem naturally more resilient, anyone can cultivate this quality through intentional effort and practice. Building resilience starts with embracing a growth mindset, the belief that challenges and failures are opportunities for learning and growth. When you see setbacks as temporary and treat them as stepping stones rather than roadblocks, you empower yourself to keep going. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure, it's about understanding that failure is a part of the journey and refusing to let it define you. Another key element of resilience is emotional regulation. In the face of adversity, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by fear, frustration, or self-doubt. Resilience teaches you to manage these emotions, not by suppressing them, but by processing them in healthy ways. Whether it's through reflection, seeking support, or channeling your energy into productive action, resilience allows you to navigate emotional turbulence without being consumed by it. Developing emotional resilience helps you stay grounded and clear-headed even in the most challenging circumstances. Resilience also involves cultivating a strong sense of purpose. When you have a clear understanding of your goals and values, it becomes easier to stay motivated during tough times. Purpose gives you a reason to keep going even when the journey feels daunting. It reminds you of what's at stake and helps you prioritize long-term progress over short-term discomfort. A sense of purpose acts as an anchor, keeping you steady as you navigate life's storms. Finally, resilience thrives on self-belief. To overcome challenges, you must trust in your ability to persevere and find solutions. This confidence isn't about knowing all the answers. It's about believing in your capacity to figure things out as you go. Resilience is the voice in your head that says, I can handle this, even when the odds are against you. It's the determination to keep showing up, keep trying, and keep fighting for what matters most to you. Setting an example by rising above challenges is one of the most powerful ways to inspire and influence others. People often look for proof that success is possible, especially when faced with adversity, and becoming that proof is an extraordinary way to lead. By confronting your struggles with determination and integrity, you show others what it means to persevere, adapt, and thrive. The impact of leading by example extends far beyond words. It creates a lasting impression that actions speak louder and more effectively than anything you could ever say. When you choose to rise above challenges, you demonstrate resilience and strength in a way that resonates deeply with those who witness your journey. Everyone faces difficulties, and many people feel isolated or defeated in the face of their struggles. Seeing someone else rise above similar challenges serves as a powerful reminder that it is possible to overcome. No matter how daunting the circumstances may seem, you become a living example of hope, showing others that persistence and hard work can lead to meaningful progress. Rising above challenges is not about pretending that everything is easy or acting as if you're unaffected by hardship. It's about showing authenticity and vulnerability while refusing to be defined by those struggles. People don't connect with perfection, they connect with perseverance. They are inspired when they see someone face obstacles head on, admit their fears, and push forward despite setbacks. This authenticity humanizes the journey, making it relatable and encouraging others to believe that they too can succeed. Your actions in difficult moments also set a standard for those around you. Whether in your family, workplace, or community, people tend to mirror the behavior of those they admire. When you rise above challenges with grace, determination, and a problem-solving attitude, you inspire others to adopt a similar mindset. You create a ripple effect where your perseverance encourages others to be stronger, more disciplined, and more focused on their goals. Leadership isn't about commanding others to follow, it's about setting a path so compelling that people are inspired to walk alongside you. Overcoming challenges also strengthens your credibility. When you lead by example, your words carry weight because they're backed by action. People are more likely to trust and respect someone who has faced adversity and come out stronger on the other side. Your story becomes a testament to the fact that success isn't about avoiding challenges, but about rising above them. This credibility allows you to guide, mentor, and influence others more effectively because they know you've walked the walk. Setting an example isn't just about motivating others, it's also about challenging yourself to become the best version of who you are. Every time you rise above a challenge, you grow stronger, more confident, and more capable. This personal growth creates a feedback loop that not only benefits you, but also magnifies your impact on others. When people see your transformation and the results of your hard work, they are inspired to aim higher in their own lives. In this way, your journey becomes a catalyst for positive change, both for yourself and for those around you. The truth that no one owes you anything is a liberating realization. It forces you to take full responsibility for your life and stop waiting for someone else to make things happen. While it may seem harsh at first, this mindset is empowering because it shifts your focus from external expectations to internal accountability. Understanding that no one owes you help, success, or even recognition allows you to break free from entitlement and embrace the power of self-reliance. This change in perspective not only builds resilience, but also fosters a sense of independence and control over your destiny. Many people go through life with the expectation that the world will somehow reward them for their existence, talents, or efforts. While hard work and talent are valuable, they don't guarantee anything. The reality is that everyone is preoccupied with their own lives, dreams, and struggles. Expecting others to prioritize your goals over their own is not only unrealistic, but also unfair. Once you accept that no one is obligated to give you anything, you begin to approach life with a sense of gratitude for what you have and determination to earn what you want. Taking this idea to heart means letting go of entitlement. Entitlement is the belief that you deserve something simply because of who you are or what you've done. It's a mindset that leads to frustration and resentment when life doesn't meet your expectations. But the truth is, life doesn't operate on fairness. It operates on effort, strategy, and sometimes sheer luck. When you release the idea that the world owes you anything, you stop waiting for things to fall into place and start creating opportunities for yourself. You become proactive, resourceful, and willing to work for what you want, rather than relying on others to hand it to you. This mindset also encourages you to find value in the struggle. When you realize no one owes you a shortcut or an easy path, you embrace the challenges that come with growth. The process of working hard, learning from failures, and overcoming obstacles is what builds character and shapes success. If everything were handed to you, you'd miss out on the lessons and strength that come from earning your achievements. Struggle is not a punishment. It's an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you imagine. Understanding that no one owes you anything also fosters a deeper appreciation for kindness and support when it is offered. When you let go of the expectation that help is guaranteed, you start to see acts of generosity and encouragement for what they truly are, gifts, not obligations. This shift in perspective deepens your gratitude for the people who choose to invest in you. whether through mentorship, friendship, or love. It also inspires you to pay that generosity forward, knowing that you have the power to make a difference in someone else's life, not because you owe them, but because you want to. Accepting that no one owes you anything is not about isolating yourself or rejecting help. It's about recognizing that your life is your responsibility. It's about understanding that your actions, mindset, and perseverance will determine your success far more than external validation or assistance ever could. This realization may be uncomfortable at first, but it ultimately sets you free to pursue your goals with clarity, confidence, and a sense of purpose. Let me leave you with this. The truth that nobody cares about you the way you care about yourself isn't a reason to despair. It's a call to action. It's a reminder that your life is yours to shape, your dreams are yours to chase, and your challenges are yours to overcome. The world isn't here to hand you anything, but that's what makes your journey meaningful. When you take ownership of your goals, embrace resilience, and rise above adversity, you become unstoppable. Stop waiting for validation or support to move forward. Use the strength within you to create the life you envision. Lead by example, not just for others, but for yourself. Prove to yourself what you're capable of. Let go of entitlement. Take responsibility for your destiny and find gratitude in the struggle. Remember, the most powerful force in your life is your own belief in what you can achieve. This is your journey. No one owes you anything, but that's where your power lies. Step into it, own it, and make it count. Because at the end of the day, it's not about who cares, it's about how much you care about yourself and what you're willing to do to turn your dreams into reality. Thank you.